Square foot gardening is a method of intensively growing vegetables in deep raised beds that are divided into 1-foot squares. Since its development by Mel Bartholomew in the 1970s, its practice has rapidly spread. It's very easy to follow, gives good results, and is low maintenance, as the closely spaced vegetables leave little room for weeds. The garden planner has a special feature called Square Foot Gardening Mode, which makes it easy to plant a garden using the square foot gardening method. To switch to square foot gardening mode, just click the SFG button to the left of the plant selection bar. You only need to do this if you are planting 1-foot squares of plants. SFG mode won't work for your garden plan if you are planting traditional rows. The garden planner offers to automatically switch on these features, which are appropriate for this method of gardening. Snap to grid, which makes it easy to position the squares of plants on the background grid, hiding plant labels, and enlarging the plan. Click OK to begin gardening in square foot gardening mode. Next, draw your raised beds onto the plan using the Open Rectangle tool. You can fit several beds onto a single plan. Just use the Plan Size and Grid button if you need to increase the area available. Once the beds are drawn, it's time to add plants. Click a plant on the selection bar once to pick it up, then move it to the raised bed. Click again to place it. The number in the top left shows how many plants you can fit into that 1-foot square, and the color of the background shows which plant family it belongs to. When planting, it's a good idea to follow the 3 general principles of companion planting. First, mix up the plant families to confuse pests. The one exception to this rule is where they require support, for example, a row of vertically climbing beans along one edge. Second, consider whether some plants will offer shade or support to others. And third, it's always worth including flowering plants that attract beneficial insects that will help combat pests such as aphids. Plants can easily be moved around by dragging them until you have the perfect layout. To remove a plant, first select it by clicking it. Then use the Delete button on the toolbar or the Delete key on your keyboard. If you select a plant that's too big to fit into the square foot gardening method, such as this fruit bush, the garden planner will show traditional spacing. This enables you to mix traditional planting for some areas of your garden with square foot garden beds, giving you a lot of flexibility. The number of plants per square foot can easily be changed. For example, you might be growing a particular variety of carrot that needs more space. Just double-click the plant, click the plus sign button next to the variety drop-down list, and click New Variety. Then, when you edit that variety, you can specify a different number of plants or your own custom planting and harvesting times. The dash represents the default variety and enables you to change the number of plants in each vegetable square by default. If you need to exit square foot gardening mode, just click the SFG button again. But if you do this, don't forget about the options it automatically set earlier. You may want to switch those back, which you can do using the Settings button, such as showing plant labels and Snap to Grid. When your plan is finished, simply click the Plant List button to be taken to a complete, customized summary of your garden. The dates for your area are shown, together with the total number of plants. And you can easily add notes. The garden planner sends reminders of the vegetables you need to plant twice a month, making it even easier to grow a successful square foot garden. There are many other useful features, such as succession planting and crop rotation, that work in square foot gardening mode. Just view the other videos in this series to learn about how the garden planner makes this easy.